writes all this stuff, a lot of people are very fond of Stephen Hawking. I'm not. I think he loves the sound of his own voice. There's a history of artistic endeavour in my family. My uncle is a painter. He does the median strips on the dual carriageway. And if you kind of turn your nose down at that and say, well, that's not a proper form of painting, well, to that I say, you know, can a Picasso warn you not to overtake in a dangerous bend? No. Sorry. I was watching TV. This woman said in an interview that she thought that men who use big words tend to have small penises, which threw me into an utter state of discombobulation. I found it incredibly disturbing. Sorry. My perturbation was so great that it was impinging on my ability to maintain consciousness. I found it incredibly disconcerting that such a summation could be made regarding a person's appendage merely from listening to their elongated verbiage. You know, and that's the other thing, people never seem to use big words when they're having sex. You never see guys go, oh my god, I'm having so much fun at this particular juncture of my life. Women do this thing where they pay their friend a compliment, they allow themselves the right to throw in an insult. So one girl will say, oh, I feel fat, and her friend will go, well, just shut the fuck up, you skinny bitch, before I pistol whip you into a coma, you look gorgeous. Oh, babes, you're not just saying that, is. A woman came to my door a while back. She said, hi, I'm selling calendars in aid of the terminally ill, made by terminally ill people, and would I like to buy one? And I said, yeah, no problem. So I bought one and I went inside and I had a look just to see what it was like. And it only went up as far as August. Sorry. In my opinion, people are very simple creatures. I think if you bought an ant farm and studied what was going on in it, eventually you'd come up with a storyline for EastEnders. Sorry. Summer's nearly here. Summer's always nearly here if you have enough patience. It's only like 9 months. It's the longest you can be from summer. It was always a big deal when we were kids. There were so many things you could do. You could go fishing. You could play tennis for the 2 weeks that Wimbledon was on. You could pick strawberries for 6 pence a week. I remember seeing in an advert the average wage for a child in Zimbabwe is the equivalent of 2 average pence per day. I thought, fucking hell, I've got to get over there. I'm getting screwed in Ireland. Excuse me. Oh wait, that's a much longer joke. But the big thing always in my estate during the summer was the arrival of the foreign exchange students. French, Italian, Spanish, you name it. The buses would drive up by the estate and all the girls would swarm around. And this young French boy would get off the bus who looks like Eris and Aphrodite's favourite child. And the girls would swarm around him. And he's French, so naturally he'd like the attention. And they'd say hello, and say bonjour. What's that mean? It means hello in my native tongue of French. What did he say about the French tongue? Never mind, just remove your panties. I don't drink that much, which is why I know a lot about drunks. I was walking down the road a while back and I saw this kid, he could have been more than 16, really kind of just wobbling. And to me it looked like it was like watching God play Jenga with his motor neuron system. You know, I suppose he has to have a bit of fun as well. It's like, alright, let's see what you can do here. Okay, not bad. Let's try a lower one. Fuck's sake. Alright, I'll be very surprised if he's still standing after this. But I feel I should be more into politics. I just find it so boring. I mean, I know politics is essentially the organising of the affairs of every person animal and resource on this planet and other planets. You know, we went to the moon and we did a few bits and pieces on Mars as well. But I just find all that shit so boring. If I'm at a newsagent and the broadsheets are here and the tabloids are here, and the broadsheet headline might say, war breaks out in Jordan, and the tabloid headline might say, pimple breaks out on Jordan's face. My reaction will most likely be, oh Jesus Christ. Sorry, I'm getting punished. My reaction will be, where exactly did this happen? Because if it's on her face, she's fucked. I've got a doctor joke. Apparently they're not a good idea if you want to be taken seriously, but fuck. Doctor, I've been feeling jaded and woozy for the past 2 years. I'm not surprised, your test results are back. You're suffering from a terminal illness for which there's no known cure. Shit. There's a certain type of person that likes to give people bad news, that revels in the misfortune of other people. And one of my favourite things they do is if they go to a concert that you weren't at, and they find that out, they want to make you feel bad for having missed it. So you meet them, it's like, how was the concert? And they're like, oh man, oh Jesus, it was so... Toss me that dictionary and I'll try and find a word to describe it. No, not possible. Okay, first of all, everybody was there. Everybody. God, Gobin, Derek Davis, the new Lassie dog. Actually shared a vanilla milkshake with Satan. Do you know, he's very misunderstood. Well, I would say person, but he's more of a demonic entity, really. The band did 11 encores. I cried for 5. At one point I was crying so hard that a passerby mistook the tears beneath my eyes for the river Ganges. Sorry there. Yeah, it was a fantastic gig. I was so elated having seen the gig that I was able to float home. And but on the way I was abducted. I was placed in a 5-star hotel where I spent the night sandwiched between 2 nymphomaniacal supermodels who would just not stop fucking me. And in between the bouts of mind-blowing sex, they had this strange urge to feed me caviar and strawberries and cream. Then you ask a normal person, how's the gig? It was alright. I prefer the support act. The jelly vodka was alright. I don't know if you ever do this, hopefully not, but I do. If you're watching TV and somebody comes on the TV and they've got this amazing talent, you start looking for flaws in them. So it's like, and you're watching the interview and a few minutes into it they come across as being a bit dull and you go, yes! That's something they don't. It's spunky. You know, they might be able to do quantum mechanics in their head or figure out the meaning of life using only an 8-bit computer and a sheet of greaseproof paper. But at least I can get a woman into bed without having to fucking pay her. I'm fascinated by words, but I learned quite early on that they have a different meaning for everybody. There's a guy in my class, I remember him saying, Richard Ashcroft, he's a fucking weirdo, but he sings in his bare feet. And to me, that's not weird. There's an infamous serial killer named John Wayne Gacy who used to quote passages from the Bible as he murdered people. Now, to me, that's weird. You really have breached the threshold of normality when you're murdering people where you quote the Bible to. Imagine a strange scenario where you have to choose between those two things. So you can choose between Richard Ashcroft, who's going to sing a song, or John Wayne Gacy, he's actually going to murder you while he quotes the Bible to you. Okay. Do you know, I'm actually in the mood for a bit of music. I think I'll go for Richard Ashcroft. Yeah, no problem. Oh, one more thing, he's in his bare feet. Oh, what? That is fucked up. In that case, bring up Gacy. Tell him to start with, you know, the one you see at the GA matches, John 3:17. I always wanted to know, that's it. Thanks very much.